Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Welcome back to the Misunderstood Show. Today we have Daryl Jones. He's already in here wrecking the place. Just kidding. I asked him to move his mic a little closer right before we started recording, and it made a little jump. It
little
sticks
noise.
a little bit, yeah.
Little noise.
But yeah, so you want to make sure I'm very loud.
It's okay.
And so you gotta to keep up with me, the competition of loudness on the radio. You gotta stay pretty close.
All right.
But anyway. So welcome to the show today.
Thank you.
We are going to talk a little bit about you and
I'm used to that.
And your achievements and your the things you've had to overcome. What is the word I'm looking for here? Like obstacles.
Yeah. Resistance.
A
lot of resistance.
But you've overcome them.
Yeah.
And you just keep your chin up and you have such a positive attitude and such a positive energy, and
I appreciate that.
I think a lot of that you're pretty fit, and so
that helps. I
think people who exercise a lot have a better mental health than people who don't,
or they're running away from. I mean, me and my guys talk about that all the time. You guys go through stuff, and that's the only outlet.
Is to work out.
Yeah, it is to work out. It's many things that I've learned. Sometimes it can be to work out. Sometimes it's because that's the only win I see happening in my life, at times. That was a thought process, years ago, that this was a quick win to keep some consistency in my life. So.
I think Joe Rogan talks about that as well on his show. He talks about when he was young doing what does he do? MMA, but he was doing what was he doing before that?
He was in broadcasting, but
when he was in high school, he was like a
wrestler. So he did Brazil. I know he did
Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So that was like his obsession to hide from his life. Was he just focused so hard on that? And it's because he had a little bit of if anybody listens to him, he had a little bit of a rough go.
He throws some kicks. He's a kicker.
He's very honest.
I really enjoy listening to him. Excuse me.
Minus the GDs.
Yes. I mean, even, with him, I like genuine people.
Every time he does that, I'm like, ugh.
He's himself. I think Floyd Mayweather, he said something like, I'd rather be hated for being who I am than loved for somebody I'm not.
Correct.
So I think that's why people respect him, is because we all have those moments in our lives.
What you see is what you get.
That's it. And if I know what to expect when
that's
I get
why people like Trump. Even though some of us don't really like Trump, we respect him for that.
He's somebody that's going to tell you
the way it is.
The way it is, whether you like it or not. And I don't care, what race, what background you come from. I respect all people that are.
Why you gotta bring up race?
Because, I'm black and you're white. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, people.
I don't see color. Okay. I'm just kidding.
It is okay,
I was talking to this girl the other day. She called me and she's like, "Hey," and I didn't know who she was, and she's like, "I'm that black girl that you met," and I'm like, I honestly had no idea who she's talking about. I'm like, you know how many black people I know? Like, we live in Houston, lady. Yeah. We're not in like some place where there's not black people. And so,
because she said it.
I was like, that's not a good description. You know what I mean? Like, you're short, or, there had to be some other, but she was like, yeah, I'm the black girl that you met. I'm like, I don't, and I told her, I said, I don't see color.
That's a very interesking dynamic.
But I mean, we do see color. It's not like, my son, when he was like 3, we lived in the valley when he was born. There's no black people down there.
Is that Hispanic? Is that a Hispanic area?
95%.
Okay, that's why, because I hear a lot of Hispanics.
There's a few white people. There's no other races. That's it. And if you see another race, it's usually they're in the military or they're down there working, but it's just really rare. And my son, being, he's 3 years old, we moved to New Braunfels. He had never seen a black person in his life, except on TV.
Yeah.
But he's like, because we watch like Sesame Street and stuff.
Oh yeah, you ain't seeing them about Sesame Street.
So yeah, you
Close
see a lot
thing is
of black
Cookie
people.
Monster.
There's a
Cookie
lot of black
Monster.
people on Sesame Street.
Which ones?
There's all kinds of people.
I don't. It's been a long time, man.
Oh, you got to go back and watch
Remember
it.
the Cookie Monster, Big Bird.
That was the whole thing with Sesame Street. It was like they were all like trying to bring in like every single race on the planet and have them on there.
We don't. When you're 5 years old, you don't even see all that.
That's what I'm saying.
Know what I mean?
You don't.
Yeah, you don't.
And I didn't really understand all this. Actually, I didn't understand racism until I lived in the Valley. Maybe a little bit when I lived in West Texas because it was kind of divided, like on the other side of the railroad tracks kind of deal. But I didn't really see it blatant until I lived down there. And that's when I was like, oh my gosh, like these people are super racist.
It's crazy.
Not everybody, because I made really good friends down there. But so anyway, we're at this dealership and my son sees this black man. He's like working at the dealership. And I was really good friends with one of the people that worked there. And he walks up to the guy and he grabs his hand and he goes, why is your skin so burnt? The guy was like really black, like not like you, caramel color. You got the good caramel skin.
Caramel.
So caramel. I know it's caramel, tomato.
Tomato.
So anyway, he was really, and he was like, excuse me. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my gosh.
And what are you going to say to a kid?
But he's like 3.
Yeah. I mean, they don't know.
He's not racist, you know.
I've never met a racist baby, which it's interesting how that happens.
I have met a racist dog before.
Please tell me about this racist dog. I'd love to hear this.
No, it's just funny because I have a friend. He's a black guy from New Braunfels, and we call him Oreo because he's like super white. He just acts like super white guy, like almost. He's gay, so he's kind of like talks like a valley girl, and so we call him Oreo. Anyway, I'm not gonna call him out, but he would come to my house, and my dog would growl at him all the time, and I would tell him because it was because he was black. It was a joke.
Hey, I mean,
it was a joke.
Hey,
I don't know what was with him though.
Him or the dog?
No, because I had other black people that come to my house and he didn't growl at them. I just told him that.
Oh, was he upset?
He really thought my dog was racist. We convinced him.
Oh, well.
It was funny though.
Yeah.
Every time he came over, he's like, "Where's your dog?" And I'm like, "Oh, I put him in the backyard. It's fine."
We trained him to be racist.
He just didn't like this guy. Yeah. I don't know why he didn't like him. But there were certain people he didn't like. He didn't like my aunt. He'd growl at her. She wasn't black. She was like super white trash. So who knows?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Racist dogs is
Is it a thing? I've heard people say it.
I don't know. I don't.
Or like they don't like the mailman.
So my dog, she barks at any. I mean, she's used to us, so she barks at anything that's not us. You know. I mean,
right.
She's not.
My dog barks
angry
at people that walk by that have another dog.
Yeah, my dog don't do that. She's very nice. She'll look around the corner, like she'll look and like it's like she's asking to come in the room. You know, she's very polite.
Really?
Yeah, she's very polite. You know, she'll wait and then you say, "Come here," and then she'll come in. So.
What kind of dog is she?
She is a Australian Shepherd.
Oh, they're super smart.
Yeah, she's very smart.
They're herding dogs.
Yeah.
So that's their nature.
She's very
As a matter of fact, my son sent me a picture a couple days ago. He just got a job at Cavender's. He's so excited. You need to hook up. And you're like we're gonna talk about your fashion sister in a minute, but because that's why you're I was like, you're like a fashion diva, and so
if you said that to my sister, she'd be like, "What?"
I mean,
him?
You're pretty fashionable.
Well, yeah, I mean,
compared
my
to
sister,
most people.
Yeah, my sister, she's helped me a lot. I mean, I'll bring clothes into her, and hey, should I wear this? And at one point, I just hand her some money.
When you come to those red carpets, you're like,
you got to.
You look like a real celebrity.
Thank you.
I mean, you are a real celebrity now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like I haven't been in the limelight before,
that's what I'm saying.
So with baseball, so it's not like
you're used to having to look the part and be
yeah. You're right.
You need to help me a little bit with that.
Hey, I help everybody. We can do it.
So my son was driving to work, his new job, and he sends me a picture. He's sitting at a stoplight, and he takes a picture of this. It was a Australian Shepherd sitting on the toolbox while they're driving down the road, and I'm like, that's just they're just
I love my dog.
They're such a good dog. They know, like she knows that dog knows not to get off of that toolbox. I'm like, why would you not sit in the bed of the truck? Like, but they want to be up there so they can see because they're herding dogs. They want to be able to see out. They don't want to be down inside.
They lead the pack.
They are.
They gather. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's get everybody.
They are such good dogs. They shed like crazy.
Yeah. That my Lily, she needs a haircut right now. Yeah.
So how do you handle all the hair? You wear black all the time. Every time I see you, you're either wearing black or white or some like.
Just trying to bring people together, you know.
But yeah, so how do you keep all the dog hair?
You didn't get that
down.
That went over the head right there.
Sorry,
that went over your
another
head
racial.
Right that went right. I was just trying to bring people together. Yeah, no.
We're gonna get canceled after the show.
We're trying to do good. What do you mean? We're doing good. You get canceled for doing good. There's something wrong.
Well, and people can't take a joke anymore. It drives me crazy. I miss the 90s.
Man, all you gotta do, I think you just people need to play sports more because you got all different backgrounds, different positions. You have
or live in the woodlands. I live in the woodlands. There's like people from all over the world. My kids go to school with people from all, like this friend's from Persia, this friend's from Russia, this friend's from India, this friend's from Venezuela. The woodlands
Springs
is such
changed now too.
Just like it's because all the oil, they're all in oil.
Money brings everybody together, don't it?
Well, there's oil, oil all over the world. So, but anyway, so go ahead. You're talking
I just think that it brings people together under one purpose. Whenever you don't have enough purpose in your life, you get busy and distracted with other things, and it's easy.
True.
And we all have triggers. So, and if you have the type of people that pull on those triggers, they can pull you in a certain direction. That's not just with racism. That's with your emotions. That's with anything.
Yeah.
I think in leadership class we learned. They said people drive production, emotions drive people, but leaders drive emotions. So a good leader knows how to tug on those emotional strings,
right?
And you don't have to be a good leader to pull on emotional strings. Just get that clear. But a person that understands psychology and influence knows how to trigger people emotionally, and it doesn't. And if you don't have anything that you're focused on,
right,
you become a candidate to live by emotions. And I think that's why that statement says when emotions are high, logic is low. So, and that's the difference between, I think, the average everyday person and a high performance leader or athlete or or business person.
They're so focused, they don't have time to deal with their emotions. You don't have time
to do that. I think years ago, we were raising my stepson. He was having some issues with his friends, just like everybody,
Yeah.
Every parent blames the other kid for why their kid is acting up. It's because who you're hanging out with. You're hanging out. You stop hanging. And I took a different approach. I said, no, just why don't you focus on getting focused on what you want to do in your life. Ultra focus on your goals. Don't worry about
everybody else.
And guess what's happening? The people that are supposed to be there are going to keep up. The people that aren't, they're going to fall off.
Correct.
Not because you seriously, how many times do we actually eliminate people out of our lives? Like, you don't call up your people, hey, I'm done with you now, click. I'm done with you now, click. You just start talking less and less, and you find yourself in different spaces, and you haven't talked to this person in a while. It just drifts away. That's the majority. That's the majority. But we talk all this crap. Oh, get rid of this crew, get rid of this people. Nobody does that. You find yourself in different places because you start taking different paths. Roads. That's it. So if you just focus on your road, who's ever going to be there is going to be there. Who's not.
Yeah.
So
but worry about you.
That's it.
That's what I tell my kids all the time. I have 5. So one will be like, well, so-and-so, and I'm like, you don't need to worry about so-and-so. You need to worry about you.
That's the natural response. But that's what kids do. Kids are nosy.
We were talking earlier about kids. It just doesn't matter how old you are.
And it doesn't matter how old you are. Yeah. So when I say a kid, you can be 30 and 40. And you have a kid mentality. Kids don't know how to focus. The difference between a mature adult and a little kid is supposed to be they focus. They slow things down. Kids are all over the place. So if you're like that, that means you're a child emotionally, and psychologically. And there's a lot of adults that wouldn't want to admit that.
Well,
but you can see it in their behavior.
I think a lot of people just don't even look at themselves enough to even realize it.
They don't. They don't.
It's everybody else's fault. It's not theirs.
I just made a post about that the other day. I said, you'll save yourself a lot of heartache if you understand that most people look at the world to change around them first before they ever think to change themselves in their own perspective. You know, you see this in...
They think, oh, I'm going to get this career, I'm going to make this money, or I'm going to buy this house, I'm going to get this. They think that all these other things are going to make them happy or make them better or make them more popular or get them success. And really, it's all what's in here.
It's in there. And the more secure we are internally, the more peaceful we are. And I say peaceful, like easy to deal with. Doesn't mean you're a pushover, but you're easy to deal with.
You don't get triggered.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Easy to deal with. It doesn't mean you're right or wrong. It just means people believe they can approach you with certain things and have a conversation and disagreement, but you still come out loving each other. And it's just a lot of hateful things being said today. And just in general, people are so triggered by
and they're getting upset about things that are completely useless.
Everything. And so I don't want to live like that.
I don't either.
It's not good for your health. You know,
I'm like, why can't we just all like work hard, have fun, laugh, you know, just have a good time? And because life's short, man. Because
people want to be right.
Yeah.
People would rather be right, I think.
We should just give people near-death experiences and maybe
they'll appreciate.
I had a near-death experience when I was 18.
Okay.
Well, I actually died, and then I was brought back to life.
Okay.
So near-death.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how closer you get.
Have you seen Death Becomes Her?
Well, yeah. Who hasn't
Where
seen
she's
that?
dead. She's walking dead. He's like,
but
that scene
mean.
in the doctor.
Yeah.
Remember that scene when they're in the doctor's office? He's like, you're dead. You're sitting here. You're talking to me, but you're dead. You know? I didn't know that was Bruce Willis till I was older.
Oh.
Because you know how you go, like when you're a kid, everything looks different.
We started watching a new movie that had Bruce Willis in it. My husband put it on, and I was like, what is this movie? I'd never seen it before. It's Bruce Willis and who else was in it? I can't remember now. Oh, the Landman guy. Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, Billy.
Thank you.
Billy Bob.
They're like bank robbers.
Billy? That dude.
He has like, Bruce Willis has like a ponytail. I'm like, ew, it's so gross.
Billy Bob gets the women though.
That's so weird. He is not attractive.
That dude.
But he's
got that Riz as a young people. He's got the Riz. He's got the Riz.
Isn't that how you do it?
I don't know.
My kids do it.
Yeah, he got the Riz.
The Riz. Yeah. I have a kid. I got a couple of boys. Well, all of our boys think they have that.
Of course. Well, you got to.
I mean, I'm glad they're confident.
You got to. As they say, it's the confident guy that gets the girl.
Well, my son just got his first girlfriend, and she is way out of his league.
That happens a lot.
She's a good girl, too.
Yeah.
She knows her Bible. She came to Bible study. She had it all marked up and her tabs.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
You need to ask him how he plans on keeping her.
Oh, he's working on it.
Okay.
So he's a good boy. He's just a boy.
Yeah.
He's
You're going to need the Lord on that one. You're going to need some God in there.
Yeah. I think he's got that.
Okay.
Maybe not as much as he should because he's a teenage boy and he thinks he knows best.
Of course.
But he'll figure it out.
Okay.
I hope he hangs on to her.
Okay.
We'll see. They're young. He's 17.
Yeah, they're super young.
So young.
Yeah.
It's his very first girlfriend.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
But I love her. She's really smart. She's well-spoken. She's thoughtful. She brought me Sonic Ice yesterday. She's like, I know you like Sonic Ice. I'm like, she listens. She remembers little things like that.
Or is he going to hear this? Is he going to hear
it? Just be a kiss.
Does he listen to this?
Does he listen to the show? Nobody listens to the show in my family. Maybe my dad, my mother-in-law. My husband, I've asked him. He listens to all these podcasts. He doesn't listen to mine. It hurts my feelings.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to say something now.
Okay.
I would say.
Not to say that he won't listen to it one day, but maybe when I'm dead, he'll go back and listen to all my shows. I'm not a big fan on young men jumping into serious relationships that young. I'm just not. No. I completely understand.
You gotta. And when I say you gotta live, I don't mean going out there and getting with all the girls. And I'm just saying you gotta, as I think is important for young men to figure out who they are, what they want, and elite. Not they don't have to have their life figured out, obviously, but understand where they want to go and what path they want to take.
Well, that's what he tells me, Mom. Like, we're taking it really slow.
Okay.
he is very mature in that sense. Not like I was when I was that age. I got a boyfriend. I was like going to marry him.
And that right there, that's why I say that, because guys, you know, we're wired to want to do for a woman or please the woman. And she starts talking like that. Now in his mind, he's like, oh God, I don't, you know, and now it
yeah, but I broke up with him. He was a douche, but,
but you wanted to marry him though.
I fell head over heels for this guy.
Exactly.
He was a cowboy.
Yeah.
He had this really cool Tonka truck. I mean, you know, all the things. He played the drums. I go ride with him in his tractor, you know, farm when he would like go plow fields and stuff. I just thought he would take me fishing. I just thought I'm going to spend the rest of my life.
You created your whole life. You created your whole life without him.
He turned out to be horrible. Like he was cheating on me all the time, and he was a liar. And now he's divorced because he cheated on his wife. But the girl that I broke up with him, and because he cheated on me again, and the girl he cheated on me with, he married her, and had kids, and now they just got divorced.
It was a smart move, though. You can cover your tracks that way.
So I'm so grateful.
You clean up the damage there.
My grandparents did not like him. Yeah. They did not like him. So when I broke up with him, they were like so happy. His family used to, my family on my grandmother's side owned the first grocery store in Coleman, Texas. This is like 100 years ago. They had it for like 100 years. Then shopping baskets came and ran him out of town because of corporate, you know. But his family used to steal out of the grocery store. And so when I started dating him.
So that's the guy you chose, huh?
I didn't know that. Okay. Right. And then I brought him home.
Inside
my grandma
job,
was
maybe?
like, no. She was not happy. But anyway, and it's funny that we brought that up because I actually talked about that earlier this week. I have a friend that still lives up there, and he's I've known him since high school, and we were talking about that guy that I used to date. His name was Charlie Croft. And,
I didn't say so.
Everybody knows how he is. So
you didn't say Charlie Kirk. I was like, what?
I am way older than Charlie Kirk.
Shit. These days that does not matter.
Well, I mean,
have you seen the teachers in the schools?
When he was born, I was 16. So
have you seen the teachers in the schools?
Well, I'm just saying I wasn't dating babies.
Have you seen the teachers in the schools?
That's so weird, and
it's like common now.
It's
like them getting arrested and all that stuff.
Yeah, but I think it's been going on for a long time. I think they're just getting caught now.
Maybe. I haven't been in school for a long time, so I don't know.
This tea is so good.
You got tea? I got coffee.
It's that apple cinnamon tea that we saw out there. It's like drinking like apple cobbler. Yeah.
I make a mean cheese apple crisp.
Oh, yeah? From scratch?
Well, if you call scratch getting the batter and putting it in the pot.
You make the batter?
The sheet. I don't make the batter. I mean, I mix it and make it into something, but I don't make the batter. You know? It's pretty good. And then put some ice cream with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we used to do that all the time playing ball. After the games, I make some apple crisp for the boys, for the fellas. After the game, we go into the apartment and play our video games.
Play video games and eat apple crisp?
Yeah. Bro, that's all we do. What else are you going to do? They're paying you to play baseball.
I don't know. Play board games or read a book.
No. Read a book? We're getting paid money to play sports. Who reads a book?
What? A lot of people, actually.
Who? You think we're reading books after we play a game?
Tim Duncan reads books. He doesn't play video games.
LeBron said he reads books too, and then they found out he was reading on the same page.
There's a big difference between Tim Duncan and LeBron James.
Hey, now, don't talk about the king like that. Don't talk about the king.
Oh, my God.
Don't do that. Don't talk about the king.
That's funny.
If you want to raise some
I'm
hell up in here, don't talk about the king.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Kobe?
The Spurs are boring. So the Spurs are boring. Let's get that out the way.
The Spurs?
Spurs were definitely boring. I respect their greatness. Boring as hell to watch. Don't want to watch them ever. And I'm pissed.
Tim Duncan.
Still pissed they beat Miami.
You don't like Tim Duncan?
I like Tim Duncan. I just think the Spurs are boring.
What about Ginobili?
The Spurs are boring. Does this mic work? The Spurs are boring. Did you hear me the first time?
I think we hit a nerve.
Yeah, they're boring. Yeah. See, look at her. Look at her. Look at there.
Tim Duncan and David Robinson.
Yeah. No,
Those are
that's
awesome guys right there.
Oh, you know, I thought that was LeBron.
No, that's David Robinson.
Oh, yeah. Is that when they?
That's when Tim Duncan was like a baby.
No, it was a known thing that Tim Duncan and them love playing video games.
Thank you. See,
and this is
thank you.
This is a picture after they won the championship on the flight home. They all played StarCraft together, which is a real nerdy game.
See? Hey, what did she say? Oh, they read books.
Yeah, no,
Does it look like he's reading a book?
Like there was a whole thing about it
Maybe
where
he reads books and plays video games.
Nobody reads. Look, listen. When you make hundreds of millions of dollars,
yeah, you play video games on an airplane.
You don't read books, man. I'm sorry I don't know who told you that, but you don't read books.
Yeah.
Think about it. Why would I be reading a book?
Because it makes you smarter.
Why do I need to be smarter at anything else other than playing this game? Learn how to play this game. That's how athletes think.
Because what if you get hurt and you don't have that anymore?
And they're thinking about business, like you're talking about reading books. You can read a book all day, but execution matters more than anything.
Thanks for making me look bad, Dick.
Thank you,
I thought
Dave.
we were friends.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you.
Well, I just think that's a unique story because I played a lot of StarCraft when I was growing up, and
you're a nerd.
And people were always like, the Spurs might be on. The Spurs, and I was like, you mean the basketball team? Like, yeah, they always play online, and I was like, I could be playing against Tim Duncan right now. You suck.
What is this game? What is the game?
What
do you do?
They consider it a real-time strategy game where you build units and then you have resource management and then you go fight the other bases.
Like the game of Risk?
So, very similar, but it's faster.
My cousin Travis
you don't
used to
wait
play
turns.
That game, and I'm like, oh my god, he is a super nerd.
But it's all on. You can play online. They have competitions, and it's a huge deal in Asia. Well, they'll have they'll have arenas sold out and people playing in the middle of the arena. It's pretty wild.
Like chess games?
Very
chess
similar.
Tournaments?
Well, to your credit, at least it sounds like a smart game.
Yeah. Listen, I'm playing like Mortal Kombat.
Well, you need to learn how to fight.
I played Mortal Kombat. I was really good at it.
Hey,
I also played a lot of race car games.
Weren't we just talking about Joe Rogan earlier?
Yeah.
MMA? We need to learn those defense skills.
Yeah. He played a lot of video games.
I used to get in fights all the time in school.
Yeah.
I used to just get in like street fights.
That's one of the best stories too. Is when he was younger, he was one of the first people to get a T1 line installed, which was the internet connection back then. This is like before cable. So he paid, I don't know how much money he paid. He probably paid $100,000 or more to get a faster internet connection so he could play his video.
So he didn't have dial-up?
So he didn't have dial-up.
He was one of the podcast pioneers. They were doing podcasts before a podcast was a podcast.
Oh, I know.
That's the beautiful part about it. Like, just think about starting something like that, and then next 20 years later, it's the thing, and you're like running the show.
But it's also team building too.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the Spurs. They won that year because they played StarCraft together.
I mean,
that's what I tell people.
I mean,
if you're that obsessed where you get on an airplane and you want to play,
it is team building though.
So you know what that means? They got on the airplane and they had to set up a network.
Yeah.
On the airplane to play together.
Well,
all the computers were connected.
Yeah. It makes sense.
And that takes dedication because I used to have LAN parties, but not on an airplane. That would be really cool. But I was
you used to have what parties?
LAN parties, local area network, like where you connect all your computers.
LAN parties.
It makes sense. I can't ignore that because in the locker room, that's your family. That's everything. Yeah. I mean, we would go home and play. Like, what
kind of games did you play?
We had NBA Jam tournaments back when I played. FIFA was huge.
What?
FIFA, soccer. I'm still pissed. My buddy Tony Cruz. If you ever hear this, you still got my freaking game. I still remember FIFA 2011. I still want it.
You hear that, Tony Cruz?
I still want it.
It's coming for you.
He borrowed it and never gave it back. I still remember it. Okay, I spent $60 on that game for us to play, and you took it. I'm not joking. I mean, I'm going to your mom. Your mom follows me on Facebook. I'm hitting your mom up.
Like even today is one of my good friend's birthday, and I reminded him, I go, "Happy birthday!" Just to let you know, I still remember when I crushed you in NCAA football that day. We got so mad that you threw the controller through the window.
Hey, my buddy Zach, I kicked.
Oh, my kids get that way over games now. They play like Fortnite. I don't know, some other game.
It's not about the game. It's the game inside the game.
My husband, he does not play video games, but he started playing Fortnite just so he could like play with the kids. And because, we're blended. So like when my stepkids are at their mom's, it's just, he can like it's a way for him to have like spend time with them. So he started learning how to play Fortnite. Apparently it's not very good. The kids are like, they let him play because they love him, but they're like, he's not, they have to like, they say we have to carry him. Poor, they have to go save him and all this stuff. But anyway, he gets like mad. Like he was trying to get good. So he was trying to like win on his own so he could play with them better. And he would lose like right at the end. And he would be like getting mad. I'm like, it's a game. And he's like, I know.
Because it ain't about the game.
And he's not the kind of person to get mad about stuff. Like he just doesn't, he's not like that. But he is competitive.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to is competition.
That's crazy.
No matter what.
So tell us, games. You played baseball.
We had NBA Jam. We had the show.
Well, no, I mean in real life.
Oh, in real life. Okay, sorry.
I mean, like you physically played.
Physically.
For the Cardinals, the Reds.
Yeah, and what a lot of people don't know about me, I also played football.
Professionally?
Well, no. I had 31 football scholarships coming out of high school, but I got drafted out of high school to play ball, so I took
baseball.
As we say, I took the money.
So you could have been a football player or a baseball player.
Yeah.
Why'd you choose baseball?
Baseball I started playing when I was 5 years old. My mom still talks about it. She bought me that big red bat. And I was, used to make her throw the ball to me when I was 3-4 years old in the driveway. I moved down here from Detroit to my dad moved down here for real estate, and then
to Spring
to Sugar Land.
Okay, Sugar Land.
Yeah, we lived in Sugar Land, and we had a nice house, whatever. And I used to be in the driveway.
I met your dad.
Yeah, he's a character. I call him Milk Dud.
He's a big dude.
His head. Yeah, he's about 6'2". But yeah, so I've been playing ball, and that's kind of been my first love. And football, I started playing. I still remember to this day, I started playing football when I was in 5th grade. That was at a time where I was in the hospital. I got sick, and my mom took me to the hospital, and my coach came to visit me, my baseball coach, because I was playing tournament ball at that time, or select travel ball. And travel ball in that time, this would have been when I was 10 years old. So this would have been around 96 or 97. 1996, 97. Travel ball was not like it is now.
Right.
When you played travel ball when I was a kid, that meant you were freaking good and you were serious. Now travel ball is like everybody does it. No, back when I played, league ball was legit. We had all-stars, and they would go, play in the World Series, Williamsport and all that, and that was a big, huge deal. It was huge deal. And if you played travel ball, you were a dude. And so I would play travel ball. Well, he came in there and asked me if I wanted to play on the team again. And I was like, as a young kid, you're like, you want to please your coach. I was like, yes. But me and my mom had already talked about it, that I was going to play football. So when I told him yes, he was like, all right, cool. He left. And she said, you're not playing baseball again this year. You're playing football. We agreed. Because she wanted me to do some other stuff. And so I signed on with the Spring Dolphins at 10 years old. I played fullback, which is weird, but
what is fullback?
It's basically a block. He's depending on what formation and offense you run, he stands in front of the running back. He basically blocks for the running back. It's not a position that you would have somebody like me.
So you're like a protector.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, it was not a position that you would have someone like me, with my athletic ability play.
Why do you think he put you in that position?
Well, at that age, we're all like,
just trying you out different stuff.
First, yeah.
Had you ever played football before?
No, that was my first year, but athletically, above everyone.
What do you feel like you should have been put in?
Well, at that time, it was probably better that I played either fullback or running back. Actually, I played tight end and fullback, because we had a play that we ran and he threw the ball to me. But at that time, somewhere either running back, fullback, or tight end, where they had me, because it was a place where I would at least get the ball, because at that age, throwing the ball is not, the kids aren't as advanced throwing the ball, so you want to put your best guys in the backfield.
Football, so
yeah, you want to put your guys in the backfield at that young age, because you're going to run the ball a lot more. So that's why I played back there. But that ended up turning into something you see, oh man, you're good at, and then obviously you get to middle school and you start advancing, and then I played running back in middle school. Starting running back. And then, people start saying, oh, this dude's good, And I think spring, my freshman year, I was supposed to go to spring. I didn't. I left. My mom put me in private school. Tried that for a year. Didn't want to go back because the competition wasn't. It wasn't where I needed it to be.
At the private school?
Yeah, I went to Northland Christian, and it was their first year playing football that year. First year.
It's probably unorganized.
It was organized. It was organized. Just competition wasn't there.
Like kids never played.
Like it was bad. It was. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I mean, I was averaging like 150 yards, rushing 3 touchdowns a game. Like as a freshman on varsity, stuff that's not supposed to happen. But if I would have stayed there,
so you weren't being challenged.
Yeah, it wasn't like I said, my athletic ability is superior, way up there to prove the point that I went to back to spring my sophomore year, and they were running 2-a-days. The head coach saw me put me on varsity as a sophomore. So I was one of the first ever sophomores that ever played on varsity at a 6A or 5A public school, and so I started over a senior at the highest level of competition in high school in Texas. So that's just to let you know, like that's where my ability was. Like you had me over at a private school. It's like, nah. And if I would have stayed at the private school and put up super duper numbers, then now what it does is people say, oh, well, he needs to do it at a better against competition. So it's like, let's get out of that out the way.
Why'd your mom put you in private school in the first place? Were you being bad?
No, but it's funny. There's a lot of bad kids that be there. It's funny because I
just told my friend that she's putting her kids in private school, and I said, just because it's private school doesn't mean that sometimes they're worse. Parents
think that the private schools are different. You heard it here first. They're not. These are still kids.
So, I just got to interject real quick.
Yes.
Just when you said that, we were in high school together.
Oh, shit.
We were in the same grade.
Wait.
I went to Northland Christian. We were in the same grade.
Holy crap.
I was like, I kind of recognize this guy.
Stop.
I'm not kidding. Because I remember when they first started the football program, I was like, why are we having a football team?
Okay.
And I remember.
Wow.
And
What's your name?
My name's Richard Schisler.
Richard Schisler.
The fifth.
Fourth.
Fourth.
Do you remember Kevin Bates? Bass.
Yeah, Kevin Bass was his dad was the basketball coach, and then
we went to the same.
Yeah.
Y'all were in the same grade and everything?
If he remembers Kevin Bass.
What year did you graduate?
I grew up with Kevin Bass, so.
Does his dad still have a bank over there?
Yeah, they sold it.
Okay.
But
what year did you graduate?
2005.
No, we were in the same grade.
Because I remember the football story is funny because you said like the bad kids.
This is crazy.
Because I'll never forget. I was
Jeff
like,
Knox, you remember Jeff Knox?
Oh yeah, dude.
That dude.
That's because the football thing changed the whole dynamic of that school.
Just take over.
Yeah. No, it did.
It changed the whole dynamic of that school because I didn't play sport. I tore my ACL in 8th grade, so I couldn't play anything. I played golf. But the football, I'll never forget the football coach kept asking me if I wanted to play. And I'm like, dude.
Coach Sanford?
Yeah. I was like, I can't. I have a torn ACL, PCL, MCL. Like, I can't play. They were just trying to get as many people to play football as possible. Mm-hmm. And then we always had these really great players. And then we just had the worst. It was the greatest thing.
Yeah, we went undefeated that year.
Yeah, it was nuts.
We were whooping everybody.
It was one of the funny.
That's why I got this tattoo right here. I got a nickname, Cujo.
Really?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny. I remember you because you were only there for a year.
I was the only black guy there besides Chris. So you got to remember me. Literally, I was the only.
You were really?
Well, me and Chris Ray were the only two black
Chris
guys
Ray.
in the school. I was a freshman. He was a senior.
Mm-hmm.
So can you imagine how many black-white jokes were being made then?
Oh, I didn't make any of those.
Huh?
I mean, I went to Smithson Valley.
No, we made jokes.
I was at Smithson Valley. We had like 2 black people.
We were the only
Phil
two
Collins was black.
Mm.
His name was Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
Like after this, the white bald singer.
That's so funny. Right when I was listening to it, I was like, I know this guy.
Yeah. I remember that black guy that was there.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Right when you said the football team, I was like, wait, that was when I was there.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really pay attention to the football team until, I guess.
So you were the token black guy.
No, Chris was. Chris definitely was.
Chris
was the token.
He was in my brother's grade.
Chris was the token. I wasn't token.
Why do you say that?
Chris
was the Carlton.
Chris is definitely the Carlton.
What does
Chris
that mean?
is Meaning you talk about the black on the outside, white on the inside.
Oh, Carlton.
That was Chris.
Fresh Prince.
Yes, no, that was Chris. That was not me.
I know a few like that.
He's like an FBI Secret Service agent now.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, he's like
we
a
should get
badass
him on
now.
the show.
Yeah,
Do y'all know how to get a hold of him?
No, I can ask my brother.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I'll
That's
ask
your
him.
brother.
But yeah, no, I would.
That's so funny.
I really
What-
want to get him on.
Want to watch this? What big event happened that year in the world?
Was that when September
9/11?
11th? Yeah, is that okay? Because
9/11. That's why I remember exactly where I was at. Because I forget.
Me too.
I forget the.
I was an adult. I had a job.
Yeah. We were in
making
school.
me feel old.
We were in school eating lunch. And I remember there was a brother and sister. I don't remember their names, but their parents had flown out to New York that day, and they pulled them out of class.
What?
Yeah, they pulled them out of class, and they were crying and everything.
Oh my God.
But their parents weren't on that flight, but they, wanted to pull them out just in case.
yeah, because there was a lot of flights still missing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, that was bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I forget. I think his name was Gary or Greg. He had a sister. He had an older sister. But he was in our grade though.
Greg Krablin.
I worked for State
Say
Farm.
that again.
Greg Krablin.
That's him.
Yeah, I talked to him last weekend.
Yeah, that's him.
We should get him on the show.
Why would we get him on the show?
Why not?
I don't know.
It's cool stories.
Yeah, no, that's him. He had a sister. I think she was a junior. that
Dude,
year.
if I lived in my hometown with this show, I'd have so many people on my show that I
Yeah.
grew up with. Just because, especially if they have like cool stories or cool jobs or just anything, because all these things about them.
Well, Northland
Becoming
was
an
small.
FBI agent, that's
Northland was
pretty
very
cool.
small, especially then. It's bigger now.
Yeah,
Northland's like a legit.
We graduated with I think 62 people in our grade.
Northland's like legit private.
Daryl
school
couldn't
now.
hang. He couldn't make it.
No, I couldn't make
He
it.
couldn't make.
I wouldn't make it. I would not.
Was it bad?
let's
Was there
just
bad
say,
kids there?
No.
Well, no. So everything you got to imagine like the microcosm system of a school, right?
Yeah.
So there's always bad kids in every school, but if you only have 63 kids, like the bad ones are going to be like
Stuck out.
really
Really
like
bad.
really obvious.
I went to school in Coleman for 2 years. I had my graduating class would have been.
It's like I remember one kid died from an overdose, and I remember my mom going like, "Why was there an overdose at Northland? Like, what does that mean? Like, is everyone doing drugs?" So she's just like, doesn't make any sense. You have so little kid. Like, it's not hard to manage that many
But
kids.
it's everywhere.
But it's
It can
but so
happen to
there's bad
anybody.
kids everywhere, and
You can't. That's why
Especially
you can't
that was-
shelter your kid. You need to raise your kid and.
so
talk
I
to
did
them.
Jeff
And-
Knox asked me, "Why are you here? What are you doing? We're in jail. What'd you do?"
well, that
What'd you
really
do?
no, that became
So
a,
exactly. Why did your mom put you in Christian
No, that-
school?
that-
You
It was my
never
decision.
finished
It
your
was my
story.
decision.
well
Really?
that
Go ahead,
became
let him
that
finish
became
out.
kind of like a funny
joke.
thing with the
Yeah.
football because I'm telling you the football changed the dynamic of the school. And then when they
We're
started
good.
getting kids that were like really good at football, everyone was like, "Oh, they must have got kicked out of their other school," and that became kind of the joke. But most of the time, it wasn't that way. It was because they're somehow associated with the church or something like that. And then kind of we went there because I went there because my older brothers got in trouble at Clemens High School,
See,
and so they were like, "I can't put another kid through that kind of." My brothers and
I
sisters
thought
got
your brothers turned out really good.
they did, but they were really bad.
Isn't your brother like a cop?
Yeah, one's sheriff, but I mean, but again, it's like family.
I always hear
Parents
about,
have
like,
that
cops and
fear.
sheriffs.
they have
like
that
the bad
fear,
kids.
and
And
they
then-
think that because God is talked about in the school, they don't ever think that maybe God needs to be talked about in school.
Well, that was the
So-
funniest thing I remember. So I was the photographer for the football team, or for the paper or whatever. And I'll never forget getting on the sideline during the football and the language that was being used.
Of course.
And I was sitting there going like, "That's so funny to me that we pray before we go,
And then we
and we go on the football field, and everybody's just using crazy language on the field." I go, "Oh yeah, we're definitely the leadership potential."
it's kids, it's high school.
I know,
it's
but it was just funny to
competition,
me.
You know what I mean? It's. Let me break down the dynamic, just so you understand the dynamic of why he said what he said.
This is
Imagine,
crazy.
imagine having an all-white school, all white.
I went to a
Okay,
all
there's-
white school.
there's
almost.
one-
Well,
there's-
they're Mexicans.
One
there
black
was,
person.
There was a couple of Asian people there too.
Well, they don't count.
The token Asian
Yeah,
people.
There were some Hispanic guys too.
There's one there.
See, it sounds like it was pretty diverse.
Well,
There's
if you
only
look,
60 people.
if you look at the percentage,
you got a little bit of these, a little bit of these, a little bit.
And then
of
you
these,
got
a
one
little bit
black
of
guy.
these.
You got one black guy in the entire school, all 4 grades, and he don't play football. He's a basketball guy. All right. And I'm still pissed that they gave that mofo, what'd they give him? They gave him Athlete of the Year.
I think he played baseball too, didn't he?
Yeah, he played baseball.
Yeah.
I got MVP of the football team. I got MVP of the basketball team. I was all state.
Yeah, but he was about to graduate. They wanted to give him
that's why I'm getting at. It pissed me off because I got everything and they gave him Athlete of the Year. I was like, come on, bro. Like, just get it. If you're that good,
he's an
just give it to him.
overachiever. Clearly, I'm a freshman. I deserve the best athlete in the entire school.
He is an overachiever. Have you met him?
Yeah.
No, but seriously. Okay, so back to the dynamic.
How much time do we have?
We're
running out of
cares?
He says, "Who cares?"
We got.
Usually
Chris
he's
Ray.
like, "Wrap it up, Karen. Wrap it."
But also that I'm telling you, that football dynamic of that school, because we actually got a gym, and I thought
you don't have another show of today.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, it changed the whole dynamic of that school, and I'm pretty sure
everybody.
Yeah.
That's why, like, it was bad. Like, so what ended up happening? So me and Jeff Knox ended up being buddies. He's a white dude, but he was like bad. Like, he was like always talking about sex and just like, I mean, he's a kid, you know. And he's the guy that came and said, "What are you here for?" Because imagine him. He came over from Klein High School. He got in trouble. I came over with Spring. I didn't, not because I got in trouble, but just know that I was the only black guy there. I don't even count Chris Ray. I'm sorry, I can't count him
Because he was like a Carlton.
Yeah, I can't count.
There's Jeff right there.
Yep, that's Jeff. Yep.
Yeah. What do you have any pictures of Chris?
Chris Ray.
No, he was a lot older. He hung out with my brother, so
yeah, he was. Yeah, that one of those guys. Like, just man, yeah, oh man, oh,
I can't.
Really?
He had ears like
that's unfair. That's unfair. Come on.
It is. No,
like
he's a good buddy. He's a good buddy of mine, though. You know, that's good. I'm just saying.
I hope he doesn't
like,
listen to
don't
this.
ever put us in the same. We weren't the same. You know, jokingly, good dude. Jokingly though. But on a serious note, so imagine this is the dynamic. You have all these white people here, and this black guy shows up. Right, the first year y'all have a team. And
you're super athletic.
I was the guy.
And you're good looking.
And we're whooping everybody.
Not an ugly black guy, but a good looking
Thank
black
you
guy.
very much. That too, right? That too. It didn't work. I tried to get Taylor, but she didn't want that.
Did you have a lot of girls chasing you?
No, I didn't.
No?
I didn't. No. I was focused. I did like Taylor. I'm not gonna lie. I like Taylor.
She was a good girl.
Remember Taylor?
Yeah. And her brother and is this a younger sister? Yeah. I went to college with her brother.
Lindsay. So I rode with Lindsay.
Okay.
I did spin class over at Rush Cycle a couple years ago.
You're going to have to share this with your graduating class.
I already texted all my friends.
Yeah.
Because I'm still great friends with all the people like Greg and all
Drew
that.
Lambert, he was our quarterback.
Yeah.
So
you
Drew,
remember all these people? You're only there 1 year.
These are my football guys though. These are my guys.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
So
many
Drew
people.
Drew came to see me play. I was playing in baseball. We were playing in Arkansas. I was in Double-A.
Cool.
Yeah, he came to the game. We hung out. Yeah. No, he came to see me play.
Did they come see your movie premieres?
Well, I mean, we're not in touch like that. But
so we got to talk about, he was on the Beast of Trinity, Texas.
Okay.
That's how I met him. Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry to cut y'all off in your little remnants here.
We'll get up later.
You can come back and get on Dick's show.
We'll
Y'all can talk all about high school.
Yeah.
But I did have a purpose today.
All right.
So our purpose today is, this is the Misunderstood Show, and there's a lot of misunderstandings. And some of the misunderstandings for you is, you went from being a pro.
Mm-hmm.
So you played baseball, football. You ended up sticking with baseball.
Yes.
Why?
It's my first love. I'm going to give you the politically correct statement is my first love. I wanted to, be great at that. The real answer was that was the fastest, safest way to get money, women, and fame.
Why not football?
Because football, so I forgot out the health part. I should have been safest way.
Yeah.
Safest way.
I was going to say
football.
Baseball's a lot safer than football.
That's what I was really saying when I say fastest. Fast way to get money, women, fame, but I also say safe. That's why.
I agree with that.
Yeah. A lot of people won't say that as a young man, but that's the reality.
So were you also super passionate about baseball?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely.
So you played for the Reds, the Cardinals?
Cardinals and the Reds. Cardinals came first, Reds.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how many years did you play?
7 years.
7 years total.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened?
Injuries.
Yeah, that's what always happens, right?
Injuries. Pulled my hamstring, pulled my quad, pulled my quad, pulled my hamstring, pulled my hamstring, pulled my quad. Like it was just back and forth. And my unfair advantage, as they would say in business, was my speed. You know, and my power combination. I'm not a power hitter, but I have a speed power combination. I start getting hurt my legs. That lessens my value because now I'm like my speed is slowing down. So, and then my last year I ended up having eye surgery. So that didn't
What happened to your
help.
eyes?
So I had LASIK surgery when I was 18, when I was at the Cardinals.
So you wouldn't have to wear glasses?
Yeah, so I went. Yeah, I had glasses, but then I wore contacts. So I had contacts when I got drafted, and then the dirt would get into my eyes, and I hated that stuff. So I got LASIK after my first season, and then
I know a lot of people that say that they get LASIK after they become an athlete, or I got
LASIK.
That's like the first thing they pay for when they get a check.
I got LASIK, but unfortunately, sometimes one of the side effects is night vision. You see halos, so like imagine looking, when you look through the window and through a raindrop on the window, like if you're looking at a light through a raindrop and the glare, I don't know how to express it, but that's what I would see at night. So imagine big lights and stadium lights, so I eventually got to a point where I could only
plus it affects your driving.
Yeah, I mean sometimes yes, but not in a terrible way. But yes, I do.
I mean, I guess you don't drive a lot. You just have people drive you around.
No, I drive.
Fly on planes.
Yeah, I wish I drive a lot.
Affect your video game playing too?
No, yeah, I've been on a couple planes, but you still drive. Yeah. You got to make the big boy money, like the hundreds of millions to do that. But they so yeah, I ended up having eye surgery, and that was it. So my career was definitely cut short for injuries, not because of ability, but injuries, and that's kind of the frustrating part.
Yeah,
about it.
You hear that a lot.
Absolutely,
that's why you read books.
I can read books too, but even with reading books, you still have in the back of your mind.
Did you play at college too?
No, I came out of high school.
You came out of high school and went straight pro.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I hear a lot of parents tell their kids, you're not doing that. You're going to college. You're going to play in college because they want them to get a degree so that they have something to fall back on.
Those are parents that are definitely disengaged from today's society.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Because college degrees are not useful unless you need that to get what
right. You're going to be a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah. You don't. If you're still.
I love when people are like, I got a business degree, and I'm like,
that doesn't mean.
Why would you do that?
Today,
you waste all that money, and nobody's going to hire you.
Yeah, and let's not even get to how the
you got $100,000 in school debt, and then you make $40,000 a year.
My sister is a living proof of that. She went to school for that.
Like that.
And I mean, look at what she's garnered. I mean, she put her own show on in New York.
You know what? You know why I left college?
Why?
I was going to school for business. Mm-hmm. My business teacher and I became good friends. I was a straight A student, and one day we were sitting on the picnic table, and he said, "So why do you want to do this?" And I was like, "Because I want to own my own business." And he was like, "Doing what?" And I told him, like, "I don't know. I really want to own a photography business or an interior design. I really am an artist by nature." And I was also interested in like flipping houses and real estate. Again, that's kind of like art, to me. And I love like the idea of like investing and all those things. And I was young. And he said, "But you don't need a degree to do that." And I was like, what? And my dad worked at UT for 25 years, and he would tell me, don't go to college until you know what you want to do. Don't go to college and waste all that money and time. You're just going to waste time and money like all these other kids, unless you really, like you just said. But everybody puts that pressure on you.
It's tradition.
And you feel like, well, maybe my dad's dumb, or maybe this teacher is bitter. But now I look back. Now, I never really thought that about the teacher. I really respected that teacher. He was really awesome. But and the things that he had us do in that class were very non-conventional. I had some really good teachers in Austin. I had a history teacher that was an attorney, and he made us read some books that were probably politically incorrect. And especially back then, parents would probably freak out if they knew we were reading these books. But it was like the truth about Christopher Columbus and the real history of things and like underground books. And it changed my whole perspective of my life. So I'm glad I went to college. I went to community college. I went to ACC, Austin Community College, and then I was going to transfer to UT because that's what everybody in my family went to UT. I was going to go to UT on my dad's side. And everybody on my mom's side went to Texas Tech. And I was not going to Texas Tech. So I just thought that's what you do.
Hey, sis, ignore that last statement that she said about Texas Tech. Go ahead.
My stepson goes to Texas Tech.
Yeah, she's a big... Yeah, she went to Tech. So.
No, I have nothing against Tech, but I didn't want to live in Lubbock.
I don't know.
Have you been to Lubbock?
Yeah, I hope to move up there. I'll have to live
Not
there.
my jam.
Yeah.
It's too windy,
There's
too
a lot of other
dusty.
things up there too.
We're not going to go into
Yeah,
that.
exactly. There's a lot of other things there
A
too.
lot of problems there.
Uh-huh.
You know what? A great West Texas town is San Angelo and Angelo State, or is Abilene Christian. Those are good schools.
That's where I went.
Abilene Christian? Really? I love Abilene Christian.
It's down there.
Purple.
In Dallas, right? Outside
It's
of
the
Dallas.
Purple Cats. What are
It's
they called?
in between Lubbock and
Wildcats?
Dallas.
Oh, okay.
Wildcat.
Oh,
Purple?
you're asking the wrong person. I didn't go to any sport. I did photography for them, but I don't remember. It was probably the
I
Wildcats.
didn't know that. I lived in Abilene for a while. I hung out with a lot of those kids. I was young. Anyway. But you know, the best school is TCU.
I guess.
TCU.
I love TCU. Such a beautiful campus. My husband graduated there. Your brother went there.
Yeah.
Same ranch management program.
My other brother went there too
Your other brother
for
Earl?
business. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
What?
Your other brother Earl?
No. But yeah, I mean,
Y'all are all boys, right?
I have two sisters.
You do?
Yeah.
Are you the oldest?
Sister went to TCU.
No, he's
and-
the baby, right?
yeah, I'm the youngest.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why he's rotten. Spoiled rotten.
He gets
I'm
spoiled.
just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to school with all white people. With one black guy.
Talk to her. She don't understand.
I went
You
to
don't
Smithson
understand these
Valley.
problems,
I
man.
went to Smithson Valley.
You don't understand this life.
Do you know what Smithson Valley is? We just won state for the second year in a row.
That don't mean anything.
We had no black people in our school.
Yeah.
One, Phil Collins was white, and Ramiro
I
Castro.
thought you said Phil Collins. Wait, Castro.
He was black, but he was from like Colombia or something.
Okay.
With a name Castro? Yeah.
But he was black. I'm still friends with him.
Yeah. They think I'm black in Dominican Republic, so.
Yeah, who knows? That's the
'cause you
problem.
play
is You
baseball.
don't really know what race people is. I mean, there's so many people like from everywhere and mixed now. Who cares? I don't know. But it is fun to make jokes.
But yeah.
I like joking with my friends because it's funny.
I mean,
They joke back.
Well, we had a different experience. I didn't even really notice. I was like, hey, we have people in our grade. Some are buttheads, some aren't.
yeah, when you're in high school too, you don't think, like, there's not a whole bunch of stuff that you see going on there now. You know?
Oh, my
It's just-
son
I
went
can't
to school
imagine.
in Montgomery. It was horrible. He was like,
Really?
we were dealing with all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to talk about it on the show.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things going on that a lot of people don't know about. And it's sad.
It's crazy.
That's
When it
why you
comes-
send them to private school.
Sit on the private.
Yeah.
Let the problems minimize.
Yeah.
Just have a smaller.
We moved to the Woodlands.
The odds, that's what my mom was like. It's an odds game. You get greater odds.
Is it?
I like the Woodlands because it's like a mod podge of people.
Yeah.
And I feel like you don't really deal with those issues where you do in other schools where there's predominantly one
The way I
race.
see it is the people who are involved. If more families are involved, because that's why I liked going to Northland. Because like, if I got in trouble, I didn't just get in trouble with like
Yeah.
the
You got in trouble
principal.
with everybody.
I got in trouble with everybody.
Oh, I know. I went to Coleman for 2 years and it was, my grandmother grew up there.
Like my
We
teachers
owned the
knew,
first
and they were
grocery
like, "What are
store
you
there.
doing? Why are you doing that?"
Like,
Everybody.
if I got in trouble in Coleman, it was, everybody knew.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole town knows. The whole town. There's like 3,000 people in the whole town.
Depending on what
So-
it is, how much I want.
I
them to
think
know.
it's a good thing. Oh, here we go. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing with you. I love him.
I was just letting you know.
Don't you love Dick?
What do you do that? What do you do?
I gave her the 10-minute.
Oh, okay.
He's awesome, right? You
That's
come
what they
back
do.
and get on his show?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
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 We'll talk Northland, all things Northland.
Okay, so you went to baseball.
Mhm.
Then how did you end up in movies?
Well,
And by the way, if y'all haven't seen The Beast, he's a star. like second star. I guess Terry's the star, but you're the second star.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, a lot of people feel like Bill's the real star.
Bill. Billy?
Bill didn't have a lot of parts, but his part was so just incredible. Like his what was written for him. But
well, you gotta have a good dance partner too, don't you, William? Don't you, boy? That's for you. He's gonna hear this.
We're gonna send it to him.
How you like that now, boy? Mm-hmm. No, we sat across from each other. It was pretty intense. It was a good.
I can't even imagine like being on scene when he played that part.
He was growling at me.
Or like, what's her name? What is her name? That his mom in the movie, Donna.
He's like, huh?
When he like gets in her face and stuff. Yeah, he played that part so good. But you did a phenomenal job.
Gracias.
Because you've never acted before. Bill's been acting his whole life.
Don't know my
Bill's been doing this from childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, but for you, I'm impressed, man.
Gracias.
I just want to say that's why I asked you to be on the show, because I'm impressed.
Thank
if
you.
y'all haven't seen it, you got to watch it. It was Terry Weaver's first movie ever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blown away by how good the movie is. It's very artistic. Jordan's art.
Jordan did well.
He's an incredible videographer. Whatever you call him.
Hey, watch it now. Watch it.
I mean, I'm just saying, what is his technical name?
He would want you to call it cinematography.
For cinematographer.
Cinematography.
He is incredible, but your part is really good.
Thank you.
My favorite part is when you punch out Terry.
Hey, there's people that haven't seen this movie, right?
It's funny though. It cracks me up when your wife in the movie, she's like, "Babe, he's white."
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
Talk about like racial, like I guess that's a racial slur.
No, the white people. That's so funny. I was like,
Dick's over there cracking up. Have you seen the movie yet, Dick? What? You gotta watch the movie. It's on Amazon, y'all. You gotta watch it. It's like $3 to watch it. It's so good.
And then I cracked another white joke on stage.
Oh.
Remember when
in the premiere?
Yeah. And I said, what I say? Something about I said I'm the guy that punched Sheriff Ridge, and I do want to confirm he is white.
Everybody started laughing.
I was like, I got him. See,
y'all made that punch look so real.
That's what we do in movies.
Did you actually punch him?
Maybe.
We're
not going to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. You have to watch the movie again to see.
I have watched it.
Get them views up. Get the minute views up.
Yeah.
But how did I get in there? Well, a great moment. I was going through a tough time in my life at the time, and
is that when you were when you spoke at Inspired Leaders? Is that how you met Terry?
No. I met Terry in 2015 at a men's group.
Oh wow! I didn't realize y'all knew each other that long.
Yeah, for men's group.
And that's when you were going through all your stuff.
No, that's when I just stopped playing ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because you went through your stuff like during COVID, right?
Shit, been going through stuff for that.
Well, I mean,
but yeah,
your real stuff.
Yeah, the real stuff.
You had some unfair.
It's all real stuff.
Some unfair.
This ain't a movie. It's all real.
It's all real.
I
mean, the kind of stuff that might break a person.
Well, so the first thing broke me.
Public
just not playing ball. Not playing ball, that broke me. So I was in a place. But yes, the public humiliation part. No, I knew Terry.
That'd break a lot of people.
Yeah, but I'm built different. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. You know, there's some people that just.
I respect that.
Yeah, no, I'm built different. But like I like to say,
whiskey? What's his name? Whiskey Biz quote.
No, that's my quote.
Oh,
it'll be on my shirt. You'll see.
You ever seen Whiskey Biz?
Mm-mm.
That guy?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you gotta watch him. He's funny.
Whiskey Biz?
Yeah, we'll look at him later. But so you were going through your stuff.
Yep, going through my stuff. He gave me a call, and it was right after I had, depressed and down and out. And
what were you doing for a living?
Which part are we talking about? When I stopped playing ball, or when I went through the COVID thing?
The COVID thing.
Okay, so let's fast forward to 2021. I do public speaking as well, so I speak in the schools, and I just booked a big deal with the school system there.
Yeah, you're like an inspirational public speaker for kids.
Yes.
And you have a little
and adults.
And you have a website.
And adults too.
And adults.
Yeah. For youth people, corporate leaders, and teams, organizations. But yeah, I had just gone through a big deal, and after I end up being put in jail and my face plastered all over the internet.
For something you didn't do.
For something I didn't do. We can talk about that another time, but something I didn't do, people. I was innocent, okay? Just so you know. No, but the damage was already done.
Right.
You know, when your face is all up. That's it. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like when you go to court or anything like that, they don't even care whether it's right or wrong. What do they try to go after your credibility? You know, how credible is this person?
Something yesterday.
Yeah.
It says the righteous cry and the Lord heareth.
Mm-hmm.
Psalms 34:17.
There was a lot of crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of crying.
But you gotta leave your vengeance to him.
We're not gonna talk about that, but yeah, yeah, no. But in a serious note, it was definitely a hurtful time. But again, like I said, the damage was done.
It was done to you by someone that you trusted and cared about.
Yeah, I think anytime, a lot of people that I trusted and cared about, because I didn't just lose, you know, I lost multiple relationships.
Yeah.
Because like anything, pressure, hard times, they reveal reveal what's in you and what's around you, who's around you.
Correct.
And so when you find out that people that you trusted are making sure that the knowledge is known, that it's not sharing.
You found out sooner than later?
Absolutely.
That's something I learned over the last couple of years. Is I've had to go through some of those things, and people spreading vicious lies about me, and that's why I have that on my phone. I put that on my phone yesterday because I was like, God's like reminding me, you know, because I really want to defend myself.
That's the easy part.
And I can't keep talking about it and keep trying to defend myself. I'm leaving it to him. I'm just going to be myself and let the cards fall where they may.
Yeah.
And it's so hard not to want to fight back and defend yourself and maybe lash out on the people that are doing it to you. But it's not going to solve your problem.
It's not going to solve the problem, and you have to remind yourself. Because then you're just
sinking to their level.
Well, you have to remind yourself that if whoever you're trying to convince, the fact that you're trying to convince them is enough, should be enough that they're not trying to be on your side.
Correct.
You know, that's the reality. The people that want to be on your side will look for a reason to defend you,
correct,
not look for a reason to disgrace you. And that's the reality that you learn going through something like that.
What do they say? I want friends that'll defend me in a room.
In rooms that you're not in. Mm-hmm. You know, and when I look back, like I said, it's not a coincidence that what happened and the way it happened and it needed to happen. So I could see, you know, as I say, show me what you're working with. You know, I need to see what I was working with.
You're a spiritual guy too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're a big believer.
I believe that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I believe that He is the ultimate source of my life, and I believe that He is the one that will make sure that everything turns out the way it's supposed to turn out. Your salvation. Absolutely, because I'm still living. I don't want to wait to get to heaven and live it good. You know
so none of this stuff matters anyway at the end.
Yeah, at the end when we're dead, but you know we're alive.
When you go to heaven, none of it cares. None of it matters.
That's true.
My husband was saying, you know, this whole life is a tribulation. It's a test. And you're being tested every day.
Every day. I mean, you know.
And you also have to, you know what I learned over the last couple of years? Is I learned that I have to have faith in him and his plan. Mm-hmm. That's been very difficult because all those bad things that happen, it's hard to have faith that that's part of his plan and it's for a reason. Mm-hmm. It's hard to see past that because now I'm on the other side. Now I see that I had to go through these things to get to where the good part was. It's like you have to walk through the fire to get to the beach, you know? So I didn't understand. You have to go through the storm to get, you know. So it took me a long time to figure that out and to land on my feet and keep that attitude. And I think now, and I hope in the future when those things happen, I'm going to keep my faith and I'm going to keep my head up. And I'm going to help others do the same. And that's kind of the purpose of all of this, is because He is doing this to us so that we can help others.
I like what you said. You said, when this happens again.
It will happen again.
We talk
and
about that in
again and again, because that's life.
Mm-hmm. And it's hard to
and you'll
keep
never
that.
be happy thinking that, okay, once I get here, everything's going to be fine.
Right.
Once I get here, everything's going to be fine. Once I accomplish this, everything's going to be fine. Because it's always going to be something.
So I'll tell you.
And your attitude through that is what matters.
Quick story. Kevin Hart talked about when he was at the Super Bowl, not recently, a couple years ago, and he said Tom Brady was up there speaking, gets off the stage, and I guess, Jeff Bezos comes into the room, and he got excited. He's like, man, I want to go meet him. I want to go talk to him. And he said his friend, like when he was about to meet him, friend came over and pulled his arm. I was like, hey, what are you doing, man? Quit being thirsty like that. I don't be going up to nobody.
Oh.
And he said, no. See, that's the problem with y'all. He said, see, you're too busy worried about how you look. I'm focused on learning and growing. That's one of the richest men in the world. There's something he knows that I don't. And so if you look at that, just that whole collaboration right there, you have somebody that in general society is looked at as being top of the top, successful, worth at the time he was worth about $500 million.
Still bleeds red.
Well, but his growth mindset said the money aspect, doesn't
matter.
I want to get better. I want to grow. I'm after getting more and more and more. And I think in a healthy way, obviously, because more doesn't necessarily, you can be greedy, but.
Well, there's a quote, knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't say money is power.
Yeah. And knowledge is power when you use it, for sure. When you execute. And the reason why I like to say that.
That's why you should read books.
Well, yeah, reading books. No, that is a real thing. You should. I do read books. I'm just
messing with you. I'm going to keep giving you a hard time.
No, I love reading. I'm
probably not going to let that go.
I'm an author, so I love reading books. You know? So I love reading books, but.
Yeah, he is an author. He has a book. He has, you have just one book or two now?
I got two.
Yeah.
But the reason why I say that is because execution matters too. And I think we live in a culture today where a lot of people have a lot of knowledge, and that's the problem because they don't execute on it. So you got a lot of people walking around talking good game, but never executing. And that's what a lot of times kids do.
That's why you got to sit down and write your goals and start planning it out and actually executing them. But if you don't write your goals down and make a plan, it's never going to happen.
Absolutely. You got to execute.
You have to write it down. Don't put it in your phone.
Right.
They say there's something that happens with the brain.
You got to feel it.
Actually, not type it.
Yeah, you got to feel it.
On a computer. You have to write it. And they say to write on white paper with blue ink. Mm-hmm. And because there's something it has something to do with your brain. Mm-hmm. Or, just colored, contrasted paper, right? You could write with purple or red or whatever, but they say don't write in black. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I mean, the title business, we have to write in blue ink. All legal documents have to be in blue ink for some reason. There's something to do with the way it stands out, the blue against the white. It's like white clouds on a blue sky. But anyway, so write your goals down. So did you write your goals down when you had goals?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And you executed them?
Absolutely. Well, again, I mean, I'm not perfect at everything. There's things
You're
skip.
Not?
No, I know. Hey, I know I did a damn good job with the movie, but there's other things that
and
a
an
little
athlete.
tougher. Yeah. But I mean, that's just.
You've definitely succeeded in things that you've put your mind to.
Yeah. That and again,
but it's not the end all.
It's not the end all be all. I still have big aspirations. And I was listening to, I think LeBron they were asking him a couple years ago after he won his 4th championship, they asked him, man, what do you do next? He said, I'm going to take the time to celebrate this now, but he said, I got to get ready for the next one. Because the reality of it is, like tonight or tomorrow, everybody's celebrating Valentine's Day, right? Oh, it's going to be a great time.
I'm packing.
And then, but you get what I'm saying. Everybody's oh, great time, and then once it's over, on to what's next.
Yeah, we
all live like that, and I think when people, if you haven't heard it before, you can hear it from me. When people understand that getting to the top of the mountain only means the only thing that's going to happen is you say, okay, what's the next mountain? What's the highest? You don't ever, okay, I made it.
Oh, especially like adrenaline junkies, like
you just want to outdo
they end
yourself.
Up dying because they can't stop.
You just want to outdo. There's something in us and that's why I believe the spiritual aspect matters. So it can you can be ambitious and aggressive.
But you got to focus it on what's right.
And that's what I'm saying. You don't want to get so out there that you become greedy and it starts messing with your health
Or
and
addiction.
destroying relationships with yourself and everybody else. That's where I think the spiritual aspect comes to play. Say, okay, now that you made this money or you have that, let's turn it into purposeful means. Let's become a tool to bless others with as well versus just yourself. And I think that's the separating line.
And that's where true happiness comes from, is when you serve others and bless others.
That's unfortunate.
That is
not fortunate. Not
that
unfortunate.
Is the
Fortunate,
epiphany
yes. That
of
is
true happiness.
Yes. I don't disagree at all.
Because people are like, why are you in Lions Club? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Come find out.
You gotta serve people. There's got to be some. We were all given gifts. We were all given talents. And
we're supposed to share those gifts and talents. You're not supposed to keep it to yourself.
But why do we keep it to ourselves? Because we don't understand. We're naturally and inherently selfish.
I think sometimes we're just insecure.
But that's what I'm saying. You're selfish, but insecure is still thinking about yourself.
Well, I think that's a lack of faith in him.
It all comes back to that. And that's when you connect with him.
It always comes back to him.
It always.
Everything is. Every answer you need is in the Bible.
Everything.
That's really the only book you're supposed to read. I mean, not supposed to read. I'm not saying it's the only book you're supposed to read. That's the only book.
Yeah.
That's the only book that you should be reading every day. Like you should be reading that book.
That's the foundation. That should be the foundation of your life.
They've done studies, like people who there's some big study out there. I wish I could think of the guy's name. He did this big study of thousands of people for a long time, and he did it. People that read the Bible one day a week, went to church one day, read the Bible one day, 2 days, 3 days. There was no significant change in their brain or anything, their habits, nothing. 4 days.
I think I heard
it's like a night and day difference.
Yeah.
4 days. If you read the Bible 4 days a week, it significantly changes the chemistry in your brain, your life, your attitude, everything. And then you go to 5, 6, 7 days. I mean, it's all just even better from there, you know.
Well, that's the book of life. It's eternal life. That's the life of God in you. That's his Zoe.
I wish that the Bible was named something else, like the book of life, or to be more the answer to all your prayers, or why couldn't we?
Well, I like the book of life. I mean, the book of life, because we all have life, and you can't discriminate against it. You know, regardless of your religion, belief, or whatever, your race. All that. And I think at the end of the day, we all need more energy. We all need more life. We all need more fulfillment. And I believe the reason why we live unfulfilled, and not that it's just limited, not that depression is just limited to this, but obviously people battle with different things. But I think part of depression, part of lack of fulfillment, is a lot of us, we're operating out of alignment with where we're supposed to be.
Of course.
Because we're chasing what somebody else is doing or what we think is popular versus what God wants you to do. And I believe that when he says we're created in his own image.
She went to Inspired Leaders today. She talks just about that.
Yeah, well, I could talk about it. We'd have a good conversation. I just believe that when we're created in his own image, the reason why he wants us to spend time with him, because when we spend time with him, we're actually, and getting to know him, we're actually getting to know ourselves.
Correct.
So it's hard to identify. We talk about, I know who am I? You got to know who you are. Well, guess what? You can't know who you are if you don't know whose you are and where you came from,
where you belong.
The Bible's a mirror, and you get to see your identity. And that's why it says, the person that does not read the word on a consistent basis is like a person who looks in the mirror and walks away and forget what he looks like. And so when you have a certain behavior that's negative or destructive, that's a result of your identity and how you see yourself. All behavior is tied to how you see yourself. And so that's where I believe people need to hear that message, that it's not about sinning or not sinning.
You're attracting what you're putting out.
You're attracting what you're putting out. Absolutely. And also, even if you're not putting it out there, you need to know who you are in those times, so you don't
and how you're talking to yourself.
All that matters.
All of it.
All of it matters. And
I was watching, I got on the doom scroll one day. I had a stomach issue this week, and I didn't get to go to Terry's thing, and I was like,
was that the golf?
Yeah. He was like, "This is for men only." I was like, "What?" He goes, "You could come." I was like, "Okay." I guess I'm like one of the guys, but he's like, "No, I think it's like a men only thing." He didn't know. But I was gonna go because I saw it on Facebook, and it's Terry, so I'm gonna go support him, right? And Bill was gonna be there, and I wanted to talk to Bill and whatnot. So anyway, I got like the stomach thing, so I went home and my stomach was hurting. So I start doom scrolling because it's trying to get my mind off of it. And
doom scroll.
It is. It like sucks you in. And you're like, oh my God, it's been an hour.
I'm gonna doom scroll to get my mind off of things.
Well,
I'm gonna put more stuff in my mind to get it off.
There's nothing worse than having like a stomach ache though for me. Like that's just like. So anyway, there's this guy who says, if you, and I follow a lot of like self-help and just natural remedies and nature and just all the stuff. And so he was saying like, if you can stop yourself from thinking a negative thought for one day and then make it in the 2 days and then make it in the 3 days. And after a week, he's like, your whole brain chemistry will change in 7 days.
How do you do that?
So what you have to do is as soon as you start thinking a negative thought, you have to consciously stop yourself and make yourself. It's kind of like, this is what I always say: go to your home.
Oh, Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore, because he starts thinking all these negative thoughts, and then he has to go to his happy place, and you start thinking about happy things. And so that's what I do. I literally do that, and I learned it from that movie. By the way, I know it sounds silly.
No, it doesn't sound silly. I love that movie. I know.
That is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Can I try something with you real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Since you brought it up, I want you to count to 20 in your head.
Okay.
Okay. And then when I tell you to say your name, I want you to say your name.
Okay.
Okay. So when I'm going to say count and then start counting. Okay. Ready? Count. Say your name.
Karen.
Did you get to 20?
No.
Why not?
Because you asked me too fast.
That's not why you didn't get to 20.
Because you said say your name, but I didn't count to 20.
But that's not why you didn't.
Was I supposed to wait?
No, you're thinking to count. What stopped your counting?
You interrupted me.
I didn't interrupt anything. I just told you to say your name. What did you do?
I said my name because you told me to.
You said your name. So you spoke out loud and you couldn't count at the same time. So the words that you said out of your mouth stopped the thought that was going in your head.
Oh.
So you talked about stopping thoughts.
Yeah. Start talking out loud.
Talking out loud.
To yourself?
Death and life are in the power of the tongue. You have whatever you say. You got negative thoughts. You start speaking faith out loud. You only hear what you're saying out of your mouth. Yeah. You're welcome. That's free.
Well, I like to say things like, not today, Satan. You know.
I mean, anything.
I'm like, get gone. Be back with your bad self. Get gone. I like start talking to myself like a redneck.
Yeah. I mean.
But it helps like bring like humor because then I kind of laugh at myself. I'm like, be gone with your bad self. Not today. And then
you're talking.
It's suddenly like I'm laughing inside. I laugh a lot sometimes out loud at myself. And my husband's like, who are you talking to? And I'm like, myself.
What you say to yourself matters.
I'm funny. I have a lot of funny stuff.
Is she fun?
I think I'm funny.
Oh,
I think I read something that funny people, we all think that we're funnier than anybody else.
Oh, for sure. I don't think
gets your humor like you do.
Yeah. I don't think I think I'm a funny person when it's natural. Like when I don't try to be funny. I think I say goofy stuff.
It's not funny when you try that.
Exactly. But I mean, comedians practice being funny though. But there's some of those, not all the time, but I'm saying there's some people that are naturally funny.
I like the ones that go up there and just naturally do things.
Like when they start talking to the crowd and get them,
Yeah, like Matt Rife, he does his crowd stuff.
Right, but he still does jokes though. He still cracks. Jokes that he practices.
When he does his crowd stuff, that's all
right. I know, but he incorporates that in there
because he's got to go off what they're saying.
Yeah, so but it's still a skill. Like they practice that stuff. It's not you sharpen your skills at that.
Yeah.
Like
I always wonder though if he does ask the crowd questions that are probably a subject that he has thought about jokes.
I mean, again, I can't speak for everybody. I just know that the good ones have the ability to
be spontaneous,
to be spontaneous and witty. And I know the more you practice that, the more it's like.
I've been practicing since I was like very young because I come from a family of a bunch of jokesters. So there's something that we did. We're always joking.
So she thinks she's funny.
Talking smack, joking.
Yeah, okay.
I think I'm funny. I laugh a lot. What I hate is when I'm on the show and I laugh real loud into the microphone and then I listen to my show and I'm like, Jesus, your laugh. I sound like.
Hey, you do realize laughing a lot and funny are two different things. There's a lot of people that laugh at their own jokes. Okay. There's a lot of people that laugh at their own jokes. That don't mean they're funny.
I think it's funny. That's all that matters.
I just got to mess with you.
But I like to laugh and I like to have fun.
Yeah.
And I think life's short and it helps my soul.
I think you should laugh. It helps your health.
People always say you look young, and I'm like, hilarious, because I feel like I have the worst laugh lines. That's because I laugh all the time. I smile all the time, you know? So I don't know. Anyway, we got to wrap this up, but I really appreciate you coming on. You're going to have to just come back.
Okay.
Because this is probably the longest show we've ever had.
Yeah. That's good.
It is the longest show.
We didn't even get to the good stuff.
I know, we got interrupted. So you can come back on the
Northland
show. We'll do
Christian
a part 2
interrupted
for you.
us.
He's like, yeah. So I'll schedule you as soon as we get done.
Okay.
And we'll have you come back on. And then y'all can reminisce some more.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for coming on today. He's already selfieing up in there. Thanks, guys.